So, hello everyone, thank you for joining us today. Today we will have a special session. We have the practical phase simulation. And our idea here is that you start to have this interaction with people from all over the world and start to understand how to work with them, okay? So let me share my screen here and you can see what we will do today. So for the practical phase simulation, here's the introduction. Based on what you learn in our training materials and also in the Xculture Academy challenge that I have sent to you, do you guys have the link to the document? If not, I can share it in the chat, but it would be better if you just have read it before because we won't have that much time for you to read, okay? But I will share it anyway. And we will start to planning your mini business proposal in groups, okay? First, you will work on the SWOT analysis of the Xculture Academy challenge. So make a list of the 3 most important points of strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. You can just write down in a Google Docs or a Word file and you can send to me later, okay? The main idea is just to have the three most important. So for example, you have 5 strengths that you think that Xculture have, just discuss within your group which are the 3 most important, okay? Here's the first part. And then after you have made the list, you will start on a project. So the project will be what improvements should be done in Xculture Academy, why and how. It's going to be just a simple direction. So you can just say, I don't know, Xculture is bad in marketing. So why do you think that? And how would you improve this situation? Okay, you don't need to be so long on explaining. You can be just direct and explain why you think that. But as I said, you'll be working in group, so you will find the best part where we can improve and how we would do that. Okay. If we have time, I will give each group 2 minutes to work on the presentation. Okay, so we will just we'll present to all the groups here in this session. So each team will have 30 minutes to discuss about SWOT analysis and the project, and 2 minutes to present their project to everyone. Okay, is that clear? Any questions? No? Okay. For each team, you guys will have a couple of coaches to help you, to guide you during the session, okay? They are not there to be leaders of the group, okay? You can be your own leader, but they will help you to get along the session. So right now, I will divide you guys in breakout rooms so you can introduce yourselves and start to discuss about the SWOT analysis and what would you do to improve Xculture. Okay. But I have joined just now. Can someone please recap what has been done? So you guys will be divided into teams and you will need to work on SWOT analysis of Xculture Academy and make a project on where you would improve our program, okay? And explain why and how. So let me start the breakout rooms here so you can join. In a minute. Sign first. Emily, which ones should I consider as yours?
I just left the call for the other one.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry about that. My
No
dog
problem.
ran off last minute.
I think I'm missing someone here. Oh, Malaika, you say. Who else? Well, I thought we had more. Wait a minute. I need to make you co-host as well.
Hello.
Hello,
How
Hi.
are you?
I'm doing great. And you?
I'm great.
Let's wait for 1 more minute because like Rafael said that we will have like 5 people and we currently have 4.
Which room are we? Where
Room 1.
Oh, okay.
So I
Still
still
have one person.
but maybe we will only have 4. So maybe we can start presenting ourselves to get like faster to the working phase. So hi everyone, my name is Beatrix. I'm from Romania, currently living in the Netherlands. I'm 21 years old and I'm a coaching manager in the academy program.
I can go next. My name is Eva from Ja. I'm 16 and I'm from Belgium. I'm still an art school student, and this semester I am a lead coach, and actually Beatrix is my coaching manager.
I can go next. I'm Nikidia. I'm 15 years old and I'm from the United States.
That's great.
Hi, I am Marwan from Egypt, 16 years old.
We are all 16, almost all.
Hi, I'm Bassel. I'm from Egypt also. I'm 16 years old, high school student.
great.
Hi, my name is Dua. I'm from Pakistan and I'm 18 years old.
Okay, perfect.
Yes, so I think that this is your team. Do you guys know what a SWOT analysis is?
Yes, of course.
Maybe would you like to describe it for the group or should I?
So each letter describes an adjective. So the S describes the strength, W weaknesses, O the opportunities, and T your I can't remember that. Threats.
Yes, exactly. So today your group will have to identify 3 objects for each category of the SWOT analysis based on the challenge. Did you read the challenge?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So really, I didn't quite understand the challenge, and when I opened the file, I didn't exactly find it.
So the challenge is basically like the idea of how to improve the program. The challenge that you got is like X-Culture Academy. You got all the information, like how it's functioning at the moment. And your job will be to come up with ideas and like to spot where this program is like sensible to outside factors.
Yes, I got this. So I thought that we have a specific challenge of a specific company to solve some kind of that.
Oh no, but here it's just like a training. It's not like the real program if you want.
Okay,
like-
okay.
It's not your team right now. It's
I
just
got it, I got
a team for the meeting.
I got it.
Okay, so before you start, and now I will like kind of stop speaking already. You are supposed to choose a leader real fast who is in charge of opening a document for you and like you can take notes together.
Yeah.
I can if that would be helpful for people.
Perfect. Thank you. So I think we can start the serious thing.
Yes, let's wait for a second until the document is on.
Yeah, 1 second. Do you want me to share my screen?
You can share your screen or you can share the link with the
Okay.
others to edit.
Yeah, let me
Or
just,
both.
Yeah, I think both is better.
okay. I will share. I'm not sure how to share the link. Do you
Uh,
guys use Word or Docs?
Like-
Um,
when you open the document, you have the options like to share with others, like and let them edit, and
Oh,
like
okay.
then you share the link where like everyone can access it. View has the link.
Okay. Oh no, my school's restricted it, so I can only send links to people who are in my school.
oh,
Maybe someone else could try it as well.
you know what? Maybe you can just like share your screen, and then we will share a screenshot or something if it's possible.
Yes. Or you can save like the document and send it to others later, and like you can note down what others say.
Yeah, PDF or something should work.
I don't know. Can you see my screen?
I don't know.
Yet.
No? Okay. Application.
You have to go on Zoom and
Yeah, hit share screen.
yeah.
Okay. Oh, there's calculator. Okay. Do you see it?
It's black.
Ah, okay. I'll stop. I don't know. Desktop. Share. Now, do you see it?
Yeah, now
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
perfect.
Okay. Sorry. Okay, well, that's the name for it now.
Perfect.
So, does anyone have any ideas of like what could be improved in the program?
Maybe we can. I would suggest you to maybe like really do a S, a W, a O, and a
Yeah.
T, and then you do like a bullet point or something.
Okay. S. Oh. S. Like this.
Yeah.
Yes. And I think that you were asked to find 3 factors for each letter.
Yes.
I can do dot and then enter and then 1, 2, 3.
In the strength, you can put our stuff, our skills.
Okay, 1 second. Never mind, that doesn't. So 1 are skills. Is this good formatting for you guys? Or would you like to do it differently?
Communication.
Can you say that again?
Communication. I
Okay.
don't know if it's strength or weakness.
Maren, maybe can you develop what you think about communication? Like, why do you think communication is a strength for Xculture?
First, my name is Marwan.
Sorry.
I think,
I missed all it.
uh,
I'm sorry.
No problem. First, I see that communication might be a big strength because if the communication between each member in the team, when it's effectively or each member connect with the other member, there is you know like a link between each other, so we can follow the progress of each other and You know,
To help with collaboration.
yes.
How about we name it to like cross-cultural communication?
Can you say that again?
Cross-cultural communication. Is that a good point?
Yeah, that is a good point. Okay, sorry. Tap, okay. You think that would be the third strength, cross-cultural communication, or do you think that'd be like in the communication?
Another point also, when we have a good communication with expert people, so then we can take their experience to develop our project.
Okay, so
Public relations, you know.
communication can also help create a better product in the end through
Yeah.
Learning from other people.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Sorry, this isn't my computer, so I'm not used to it.
No problem.
Help develop our solutions or our products for the company through.
All right. Of course.
Can you say that again?
No, I'm not saying anything. I say, of course.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Can you,
I don't know, but like I think that communication is a part of our skill that we could gain from X culture. So I don't know about it.
Can you say that again? I'm sorry, I like can't hear well.
Yeah, I was just saying like communication is part of our skill that we could gain from X culture program. So I think like skills is like the big part, and communication is a smaller part that we could gain as a skill from sharing in the program and working in teams. So I think like we're defining the skills, so we could remove skills and like seeing other things. So Karia is left. I think
Oh,
she had a
no.
bad connection.
Beatrix, you are on mute.
I don't know what happened. Maybe her like connection interrupted. Maybe you can guys continue in the meanwhile because like the time is limited and like hopefully she will join and be back. I will contact the coordinator to let her join our room again.
Mhm.
Okay, give me a second.
Okay, so maybe I can take notes. No, I'm not gonna take notes. Someone would like to take notes?
Yes, please.
Yeah, like I can write on my laptop, like it's in front of me, but I'm sharing from the phone, so I think that I wouldn't be able to share screen because my laptop had a problem with the microphone.
No problem. Just keep a trace of what you say. So that's the main point.
Okay, give me a second. Like we say, the first point about
So you had already two strengths, right?
Yes.
yeah.
Two. So you can start talking about the third one, and then we may add it on the other 5.
Okay. So I'm writing them again. Give me a second.
Yeah, perfect.
So Beatrix, please, could you enter me the room 1? I have entered from my laptop, but now
I will ask the course coordinator.
Okay. Now I'm in room 4.
Oh,
Okay. Hold on.
So guys, I think that we say like communication could help
Yes.
in developing in public relations. Did we say anything else? Yeah, Kelly, you have joined again.
I'm so sorry. My computer crashed.
Oh, no worries.
Okay.
Okay, you can continue.
Do I need to share my screen again?
You can do that, but just one comment, please. Increase your pace a little bit because you won't really have time to develop a solution.
Okay.
I think like at the point that we talked about our skills, I think we can say our practical and theoretical skills like made it more significant.
So you think that our skills are we still in communication?
Yeah.
Maybe you can go to the next point from communication.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just gonna delete like the last like point, like never mind. I'll go back and do that. And then should we do 3?
We can put technology.
Technology, yeah. That is so wrong. Okay. Why do you think technology helps us? It's like a strength of ours.
Technology helps us. You know, modern technologies facilitated many stuffs for us, like the communication.
Yeah. I understand what you mean. Do you know what any W stands for weakness, right?
What did you say?
W stands for
Weakness.
Yeah. Should we move on to that?
I think so because we are running out of time.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is a weakness, you think?
Different time zones.
Oh yeah.
Guys,
What's going on?
can I have a comment? Please note that you aren't looking for what might be your problems in the program, but like how the
Whole program?
program functions.
Like,
Yeah.
what are the weaknesses of X culture in general? Like, we are talking about the company.
I think
Yeah.
that it has very less reach. They don't get to attract enough customers or clients.
So they don't advertise enough?
That could be a thing.
That's a good point.
Is that what you were saying?
Yes, like we are talking about the company more.
Yeah.
Financial lack.
Financially, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Could you maybe develop what do you think about the financial?
So the material of our company, the devices that we have to buy, marketing, our staff, the experts, all of that requires financial support.
I think they said like think more about X culture, like
Do you
the
hear
whole
me?
company.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
hear you. Yeah, you're right, Basil. I'm sorry if I misspell your name. Sorry.
No
problem. محدش بيقدرني اصلا.
So actually, when you talk about financial, do you like, you are not buying a computer or something because of X culture? I think so. You see?
Maybe we can look at it in a way that if the fees was less, more clients would come.
Yeah, I agree. So like if the cost to become like part of the academy was a different price, more accessible to more people, I believe my hypothesis is that we would have an increase in like people wanting to join.
But maybe that is more into the pricing category rather than financial.
Are you guys okay if we change financial to pricing?
And that could also be something that you focus on, on the later part, like when you have to come up with solutions.
Yeah. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Okay. What about
Marketing. So if we found that people who support us or new customers that will extremely benefit us.
What does O stand for? Marketing.
I think another opportunity can be that the world is becoming more of a global village, so they are going to be attracting more people in the future.
Can you say that again?
Yeah, I don't know how to like summarize it, but you know, more and more people are coming online, and online collaboration is increasing in demand. So maybe X culture is gonna have a very high demand in the future.
Yeah, so high demand due to the increase of globalization of technology.
We can say like increasing demand in technology.
Like, do you mean increasing the productivity?
Sorry, can you say that again?
I think
Maybe like
like
increasing demand of online collaboration can be the right thing.
So increased demand with online collaboration through technology.
Yeah.
Is it too? Okay, and then 3.
Expert people.
I
Okay.
thought about
I think
Like I
it's
said-
the uniqueness, because like they already have a lot of people, so in the future it will be very easy for them to attract more people. Maybe it's the uniqueness because we don't see many programs like X Culture out there, right?
Okay. The
I think like increasing productivity and knowledge.
okay.
Freedom.
And then what do you think, T?
Threats.
I would recommend you to think about the actuality, the trends, etc.
If you want, I can like show you guys like this page, a SWOT analysis.
Threats.
Okay. Threat.
No, wait. I'm saying that it stands for threats, not to write threats.
Okay. I was like, so like threats to
So-
agriculture.
So another people in the market may be a threat for us, actually.
So competitors, competition.
Yes.
Maybe like think of the opposite of your opportunities.
Okay.
So the opposite of opportunities.
The lack of materials.
No, because it should be our weakness. Threats are something that we cannot really manage ourselves. Like they are like outside factors.
Outside factors. Like threats to agriculture. Competition.
I think like one of the threats that could face an online firm like X Culture, maybe lacking of information that we could gather about a certain company, like the product that they produce. I don't know if you can get it, but I find it difficult to explain.
So I think we have to hurry up. So we can put the lazy workers in the company.
But we should like try to find things about X culture, not like working in a team. So I think like
Competition financially, because like everybody's a volunteer. Do you think that might affect like something? I don't
like
know.
I really recommend you to think about the actuality. I can tell you the answer, I can guide you, but if you think about the actuality, what's going on right now, everywhere or almost everywhere, there is something that could be a threat for X culture.
And no, you actually cannot tell them answers.
I'm guiding them.
Well, for example, like I will give you like examples from other industries. Just imagine that you're like a phone producer and like someone invents something newer. And like you were producing, for example, iPhones, like the original ones, and then AirPods came in. Like
yeah, I think like one of the threats could be the development of the viruses around the world, like healthcare. I don't know.
So like in her like saying that, it's like there's always going to be a better, like you always have to stay in front of the competition, and as technology evolves, there's always going to be more there's always going to be more opportunities for people, because I don't know, that's what I'm like trying to.
So one of the threats that might face us, like in the phone company, that we are not updated with the other competitors. We always have to be updated with the new technology.
or maybe you can also think about what is the main purpose of the program.
In the resources or like the material. Does that make sense? Updated in like the material, because some of the like videos are from like a few years ago, you know? Does that make sense? Or do you guys disagree?
That does not sound like a threat, because threats are supposed to be the things that are not in our control. So maybe we can come back to that later on and just work on the other part of the project, maybe.
Okay. That sounds good. So the next part is solutions. Right?
Are you okay with the second part, or do you want some explanation?
Can you
Can you like review what was the second part about? Like just repeat it a little bit, please.
For the second part, I would say that you can real quick focus on what opportunities you have and like how would you implement them. Like think of marketing and what else do you have there? So you can think of how to market the program. How could like the increasing technology help you?
Yeah, you can do a kind of plan of action.
And you have 5 minutes left.
I think like one of the solutions for developing the advertisement on the social media, because like you're aiming for the students that are from 15 years old and above. So I think most of them are using social media. So developing the social media advertisement can help like making X culture more popular.
Any other ideas for marketing or the other opportunities? Even if it's crazy idea, we are open to crazy ideas.
Of course. So we might keep up with the latest development in our aspect.
Can you maybe repeat, please?
Keeping up with the latest development in our aspect, like to be kind of knowing what the competitors achieved to to reach them, know their techniques, why they in the top of us. Did you got me?
Maybe you can also think about how to solve the weaknesses as well.
Okay.
Acadia, you are muted.
Oh, maybe I can unmute her. Wait.
Okay, I unmuted myself. Okay, I was wondering that if there was more people in Agriculture Academy, we could lower the prices. Like if we have an increase in people, like the price per person could decrease. Do you guys agree?
I'll let your teammate develop.
Yes,
Yes,
I
but-
think that's a good idea.
So do you think the increase in advertisement on social media will increase the amount of people that will do X culture, which could ultimately decrease the price?
Of course, but if we ultimately focused on the desired people.
Maybe one more thing we can try is to focus more on word to mouth marketing. Like if more people that have done agriculture tell others, it will also help. I have had so many people in Pakistan, like when I saw the list, and nobody in Pakistan told me. I found it myself through advertising. So maybe if more word of mouth was done, this could like bring more people in the province.
So you think that focusing on advertising development on social medias, do you think that we should focus on other types of
Maybe
advertising?
person to person marketing will matter more, in my opinion.
Okay. Is there any other solutions?
You have 40 seconds left.
Okay, so I don't know if we'll write another one. Anyone have anything
Can
else?
we
to
do
add?
the last thread before the time ends?
Yes, we can try. Do you think a threat is
Maybe the lowering the decreasing amount of people, because like it's actually reducing. When you saw the statistics, people are actually reducing that come and join the culture.
so a threat would be can you repeat? Can you say that again?
Maybe a decreasing amount of participants.
Yeah.
Would be.
I will have to close the room real soon. Like you have maybe like 1 more minute.
Can
Okay.
you please share the link and maybe try so we can have access to this?
It won't allow me, but I can screenshot it.
Oh,
I think
30
like
seconds left.
decreasing the amount of participants because of the social problem that face different countries across the world.
Because
Yeah, it should be set now. All right. Yeah, if everyone wants to introduce themselves, I'm Emily. I'm one of the admin team coaches. Here to help moderate this, I guess. And I'll pass it on to the next person that wants to introduce.
Hi guys, I'm Louisa. I'm one of the coaching's managers. I'm from the Netherlands and I look forward to do this little exercise with you today. Who wants to go next?
Hello, I'm Emily. I'm 15 years old and I'm Peruvian. And well, I'm really excited for this X Culture Simulator. And I hope we get to know how to work correctly.
Hello. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm Jaisuri and I have a question for the coaches actually. Have any one of you been to the Global Symposium?
Yes. Yes.
You have been. What did you do? What did it take to go to the Global Symposium?
It took a I wrote a very good report and had very good peer reviews through the through my time during the practical phase. And I was then invited to apply, and then I was in the top 10% of students in that semester, so I was invited to come. However, I believe we're going to cover more of this in next week. But for now, let's try to go into the working on the, I can't speak today, going into the actual simulation.
Yeah, we do have 2 people to introduce themselves, so let's do that first and then we can move on to the SWOT analysis.
Can I talk now?
Yes, go ahead.
I am Carlos. I have 17 years old. I am very happy to talk to you. I think that speaking with you will increase my communication skills. So nice to meet you.
Okay, Maria, do you want to go now?
Hi, I'm Maria Luisa. I'm from Brazil. I'm 15 years old and I'm really excited about it because meeting other people from around the world, it's really nice. So I'm really excited. It's very nice to meet you.
Lovely, we have a really enthusiastic crowd today. So let's start with the SWOT analysis. So do you all know what the SWOT analysis is?
Yes.
Yes, great. Did you all have access to the document with the challenge? It has been sent in the email with the announcement for this meeting. Do you all have access to it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I think then we can start with discussing the strengths first. So is there anybody who wants to go first with what they consider strengths? You don't have to be shy. Everything you say is good.
Okay, well, I have one. Hope it's okay. I say they have like qualified and recognized partners all over the world.
I have another niche-based market.
I think gave me experience to communicate communication skills with all cultures in all over the world. I think that
I think being able to adapt to different cultures and time zones is really difficult, but we can work that out.
Does anyone have any strengths they want to list, or can we move on to weaknesses? Okay, if not, we can go to weaknesses. Does anyone have any weaknesses?
Can I go? Well,
Yes, of course.
I think for me, it's really hard to work in group. I don't know why, but I think I always wanted to do things my way, and I have to learn how to deal with it and get other people's opinion. So for me, it's really hard.
A small clarification. We're talking about the strengths, weaknesses of X culture, right? Or
Yes.
about a study. Right, about a fixed culture. Yeah, got it.
Do you have anything to add to the weaknesses?
X culture doesn't really have a very vast fan following, social media presence actually. So that's a weakness.
Yeah.
Emily or Maria, do you have anything to add?
I think there are two Emily. So Emily Rose.
Emily Ruiz. Emily Hall is like the admin member.
Okay.
I'm not here. But things like the social media, hitting on that and the weaknesses, that's a good thing to hit on. So you want to hit on areas that can be improved that you notice. I mean, yeah. So just kind of keeping things in that vein, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so do you guys know another weakness?
Well, I think it's that basically they don't have like a great impact on social networks, right?
I think all of them have the same weakness. I think that
We can't hear you.
Well, maybe their posts aren't like, I don't know, like dynamic. They don't have like the right pictures. I don't know. They do not catch the attention.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we can move on to opportunities. And the weaknesses we can discuss, maybe involve them later when we are going to talk about some improvements. But let's now go to opportunities. Do you guys have any opportunities for X-Culture Academy?
Yes. They could work with schools around the world in order to have potential students.
Since X Culture works with many startup companies, by giving them many ideas, they could probably collaborate with them and boost up their operations as well.
Yeah, these are good. And if there any others?
Well, I think just like he said, X-Culture is great because it helps students and many companies at the same time, because students can improve their skills on teamwork and they help companies solve their problems. So it's really nice.
So are there any other ideas on opportunities? Remember, when you're thinking about opportunities, think about the external factors. That may be a factor.
Don't be scared to add anything. Everything you say is good, and even if it's not correct, you guys can discuss, and if somebody mentions one thing, you can build off of that. So don't be afraid to say anything. So does anyone, do you have any opportunity they want to add?
I have a question. Well, this opportunities is that the opportunities that X-Culture can give us. I didn't quite get that. I'm sorry.
Well, we're talking about what are possible opportunities for X-Culture. And it are like external factors. So things that X-Culture can't control, but things that are happening in the world. Does that make it more clear?
I have another point. X Culture, I have not seen any other organization work in a way X Culture does. So the fact that X Culture is it's like positioned in a way where it's the only organization doing what it does. There aren't many organizations like X Culture. It's like in a blue ocean market.
Yeah, that's a good. Like there is not much competition in like specifically like X-Culture, so it's
Yeah,
unique.
exactly. Yeah.
That's a really good one. Okay, so does anyone have a last opportunity before we move to threads? Okay, I think we can move to threads. So threats, like opportunities, are external. However, instead of a positive, it's like more negative, and that can be a danger to X Culture as a company. So does anybody know something like that?
Uh, I think we are chained, so I am going to talk. I think the goals that I fulfilled through the program are like making friends who helped me with a lot of things. I think that's the biggest gain that I gain from this program.
Nice.
Do you hear me, guys?
Yes. Yes.
Can you talk, Emily or Lawrence? Anyone?
Yes. So and just a kind of a hint on threats that like there is like a potential threat would be maybe political instability in Eastern Europe with the war in Ukraine. So things like that.
Yes, this is a good thing. Yes.
That would be a threat that we can't control.
So does anybody know a threat to X Culture?
X Culture's business model can be replicated by bigger players in the market, like with small tweaks. So they have more cash at their disposal. So X Culture will probably be overrun.
Improve communication skills. That you mean? That? I think you didn't hear me. I think that.
Yeah, I think you cut out for a little bit. Could you repeat that?
If you have any problem, you can write on chat if you have.
No, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. We heard you, but I think you didn't hear me.
I didn't what?
You mean to improve communication skills? That you mean? That's it.
I mean to improve the communications. Not able to follow you.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Maria, can you talk? Can you open mic and talk?
Yeah, we're now talking about the threats. So like external things that can be a danger to X Culture. So does anybody have any threats? Improvements we're gonna talk about later.
Okay, so what I mentioned was an improvement. It was a threat, I think.
No, you did mention a threat that it could be easily replicated. That is an external factor because you can't control if somebody's gonna do that. Sometimes you can with copyright and stuff, but not always effectively.
Yeah.
We're talking about threats, right?
Yes, we're talking about threats.
Okay, well, I think it could be the social perception, because some societies or even like the parents don't like teenagers to communicate with others or to exchange cultures.
Exactly, that's a good one.
Yes, that's a really good one. Like,
Really
especially
good.
academy with minors, you're also dealing with their parents. So their perception is really important. So that's a really good point.
I have a threat, I think. I mean, an economic crisis would be really bad because a lot of companies would fail. And what companies would X Culture help? I mean, it would be really hard to work with that.
Yes, that's a really good one. An economic crisis you can't control, but it will affect companies across all different industries. Okay, so let's see if we can get one more thread before we move on to improvements. Okay, let's move on to improvements. So we discussed also some issues, some critical points, and now we're gonna basically pick one point. You can pick, for example, you talked about social media and marketing. You can pick that and then decide. Just try to think about like how would we X-Culture be able to improve it. Just come up with ideas and brainstorm with each other. Nothing is wrong. So does anybody have a point they would want to improve about X-Culture?
As communication with students. That you mean?
Any point about X-Culture
Okay.
that can improvement and that will better the business. Does anybody have a point?
I think the social media thing that he talked about is really important. I mean, if X Culture could hire people only to work in the social media with posts and Instagram and those kind of things would be great, because then it would reach more people around the whole world and it would be more knowledge for everybody. So it would be great, I think. It could reach a lot of more people and get more students for that.
But I think they currently do that, right?
Okay, so we talked about social media, and even if we already if already people are being reached, we can still come up with ideas to improve it even more. So does anybody have any specific ideas to improve the social media?
Does I don't know about social media, but does X-Culture sell courses? This is a question. Does it sell courses?
We sell like the program you are a part of. You can join that for a fee. And yeah, technically it's kind of a course, but also not really a traditional course.
I mean, then it can introduce courses for self-development, right? Public speaking, things like that. Business-oriented stuff.
Yeah, we do not have any public speaking courses currently. But we do have like public speaking within the program. So any ideas for improvements?
I think social media, because they have hired students and peoples all over the world. So if you have or write anything, all people.
Yeah, social media. But what would you specifically suggest to improve the social media?
I think on taking courses on YouTube or Facebook, this is.
Okay, so little tutorial videos.
Yes.
Yes, so with tutorial videos, and what do you suggest the tutorial videos to be about? Or maybe anyone else wants to add upon the idea about tutorial videos?
I think the tutorial videos are a great idea, just like he said, because there's a lot of people who don't have time to schedule to get into like the right time of the class, for example, and teaching how to deal with different cultures and time zones and how to work as a group would be really nice to have in these tutorials, because also a lot of grown-ups I think would like to learn that because they didn't have it when they were kids. So it would be really nice to reach grown-ups too.
Yes, absolutely.
I think it's good.
Okay, so do we want to build upon the idea of the tutorial videos, or does anybody else have like something to complement that? Okay, so I see a comment from Emily Ruiz, so I'm just gonna read it. In the text, they mentioned that their reach to teenagers is not happening in the way they want, and maybe that's due to lack of the intention to change their promotion channels. Okay, so which promotion channels would you suggest then we can use as X Culture?
Hi, I don't know if you hear me well, but um, I like the idea of having like targeted promotion, so that they could work uh, like to be partner of school, and in order to have like this to recruit participants, no, each year, each month, I don't know.
Okay, so you're suggesting that to contact schools as a way to market the program.
Yes.
And do you have any ideas on how to go about that? Or anybody else can also add to the conversation.
Well, to start this project of working with the schools, they need to first enter the, well, in my case, like the Peruvian market, right? To be known here, and then to for in order to so that schools trust X culture, right?
Okay, yeah. So you're suggesting that it's important to build a brand in the country so that you're seen as a trustworthy party. That's really good. And I want you all to think about how are you going to go about building the brand? Does anybody have any ideas about how to build a brand so that it's more trustworthy, which will help then in getting these connections?
I don't know if this would work, but in order to make X culture more popular, we could probably have a course which focuses on marketing and get those guys who to work as affiliates for us. Get the students from those courses to work as affiliates for us, and slowly start increasing. That would go as a cycle, right? Those guys would go and market X culture out. Then they would come back, take the course. Then they would again affiliate it for us. And go on.
Yeah, very interesting idea. And don't worry if any, it's not right or wrong now. We are in the brainstorm phase, and sometimes like even weird ideas you're not sure will work are really good to just say out loud, and then people can react on it and brainstorm together. So does anybody have anything they want to say about improvements built upon?
I think we have 1 minute. I think that. So if anyone want talking, now you can.
So I guess in this last minute, you guys want to just kind of recap what we've gone over? For
In this minute, I wanted to say that I am very happy because I talking with you. Really, you Lewis is the very good speaker. Yes, I take many experience from you. Yes, and all students in this breakout. So I am very happy because nice to meet you.
We also really enjoyed hearing all your experiences and you coming up with ideas, because I know from the time as a student it's like really scary and you need to speak, come up with ideas. So I'm really proud of you all for doing so good, and everybody contributed. So thank you so much for joining today.
Yeah, great job, everyone.
Hello, guys. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Okay. Can you guys open your cameras and your mics? Is it possible? Thank you, Mona. Naomi, can you as well?
May.
Okay, good. Wait a minute. I thought we had more people here. We are supposed to have 2 more students. Where are they? Just wait a little bit. Okay. Okay, yes, I think we can start. I'm not sure where are the others. Okay. So first of all, I would like you guys to introduce yourselves. So actually, I will start. My name is Rafael. I'm from Brazil. I actually have done X-Culture when I was at the university. 5 years ago, I think. Yeah, I think it's my first time in next week was 5 years ago. So I enjoyed the program very much. So whenever I ended the course, I became a coach and then a senior coach and then a coach coordinator. And now I'm coordinator all the process and activities for academy. Okay, nice to meet you. If you don't know me. Nona, can you go next?
Hello, my name is Muna Butayib. I'm from Tunisia. I'm 17 years old, and I'm like in my high school. I'm majoring in science. I plan to follow up on studying pharmaceuticals. I'm really interested in everything science related, biology, physics, all that stuff. And I really found this you can say this program like really interesting because it opens ways to learn so many other things. I don't just want to like focus on one domain, and especially the fact that we're going to be working in groups and in international teams. I find that to be really intriguing, and I'm looking forward to everything we're going to learn together. Thank you.
Thank you, Mona. Naomi, can you go next?
Hi, I'm Naomi Singh and I'm from Guyana, South America. This is my first time joining X-Culture and I find it very interesting to work with different people from different cultures. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Unfortunately, I think there are 2 students that were supposed to be here, but they are lost. So we'll be a small group, okay? Is that fine? So we can start. Have you guys read the challenge? No,
I read part of it, not entirely.
no problem. I think it can be enough. So maybe you guys can start with, can you open a Google Docs and share it with everyone? Is it possible? Hello?
I do not have the file on my computer, so and I'm using my computer now.
I'm actually using my phone, and like I don't understand exactly what I have to do. Do I have to like open Google Docs and just like a blank page, or
Oh,
I don't
actually,
understand
if
exactly.
you don't need to open the Google Docs. If you want to write down where you are in a paper, you can do as well. My idea here is that you guys start to understand how to work in a team and take notes from that, okay? So my suggestion here is that whenever you open a session or whenever you open a meeting, try to have a paper or something that you can take notes on, because otherwise the meeting will not be worth it, okay? So maybe can you guys grab a paper or I don't know, something like that to take notes and make the list and also the suggestions for the challenge. Hello? Hello, hello. Where are you guys? Oh,
I'm almost there. You can
Oh.
start.
but wait a minute. We have one more. So as you guys didn't read the challenge, maybe you can talk about your experience so far. Okay, so for the academy, what do you think that, what are our strengths? Can you please list and talk?
Like talk about the cultural strength.
Yeah, that's correct.
Well, I feel as though the communication.
Can I start by answering?
What? Sorry. I think we lost Mona. Okay, she's there. Okay. Yes, you can. I think Naomi said communication, but what do you mean by communication?
Well, using the social media platforms, I think that's a good way to communicate with the us as students. I think that should be a strength.
Do you guys have a paper to write it down?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I'm typing on PC.
Okay, good, good. What more? Only that?
Well, I think like personally, like Naomi said, it's communication, but if I had to add something, it would be the way the emails are written. I think I really like, I really appreciate how clear they are. Like they get straight to the point, and their format, their message is just clear. Like there isn't too much writing, too much information that you get confused. Like so many other emails, I'll be just reading through and trying to decipher what it's actually trying to say. But like your emails get straight to the point, and I know exactly what I have to do after each email. So yeah, I really appreciate that.
Good, good. Try to list down everything, okay? What more? What more? Do you think that we have more strengths or not?
I think also another strength worth mentioning is that it doesn't have like I love the welcoming mood in X culture. Like you have this Discord group full of these rooms, these fun rooms, like Truth or Dare and Get Thank Memer and all these fun activities that like really take away that pressure you might feel as you enter a new program. Like I've entered programs before, and they make it feel so serious and so pressuring. I like the like light mood here, like how we play games together, how we get to know each other. I think that's really appreciated.
I like that part. I like strengths parts because it makes me happy. Okay. Yasmin, you just joined, right? Can you please introduce yourself? We already started, but you can just introduce yourself and let everyone knows who you are.
Yeah, okay, just a minute.
Okay. Do you think there is more strengths or not? Mona, Naomi, you can say as well. If it not, it's fine. What do you think?
I think that I've mentioned already, like these strengths that I really appreciate. Like what I'm trying, especially to communicate are the strengths that I find separate from other programs. Like I love the general, like the format of the meetings, how like concise they are, how clear they are. Those are like general things that make up any good program. Like they're all present over here. What I was mentioning earlier are things like I found only here. like especially the communication part, just how clear everything is. I really appreciate like that. Like someone who, as someone who's easily confused by so many things, I found it so easy like here to understand what's going on and what I have to do. Like, really appreciate it.
Enough for the strengths. Do you have any more, or should we go for weaknesses?
Yeah. Can I introduce myself now?
Yes, please.
So, hello, I'm Yasmin from Tunisia. I'm 17 years old. I love reading, and I've joined Xculture to step forward towards my goals of becoming a leader. For the strength parts, I really like how all the materials are linked. Like sometimes when you study a subject or anything, you may be studying some lessons and you'll be like, how are these linked? What make them connected to each other? However, when we were going through the tests and everything, the links were clear. We're prepared for every next part and next step. We build like it's a building. We build the base, then we go higher. I really love that about the materials and how they are engaging. Like especially for the videos parts. I guess the second week when we had to take a little quiz at the end of the video phases. Like I really enjoyed them, and I've recommended to include more quizzes in the recommendation part of each test. Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay. Thank you. And what are the weaknesses that you guys think we have?
Well, I think maybe this isn't like a real, like a very like a very relevant weakness. I might say, but just in general, and the materials, like I noticed some grammatical mistakes. Not is viewed as like a huge weakness, but just those like small mistakes here and there, they can like rub at you.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
in general, like the materials really good. Those small mistakes.
Make sure to write down, okay. Yeah, it's not very small mistake. I mean, we need to work on that. We need to work on that. What more? You guys can be harsh, okay? That's not a problem. Naomi?
Yes, I would like to add on to what she said. Well, I'm not sure if everyone has the same problem, but I think one of the handouts, it was like it was kind of difficult for me, but like others that their native language isn't English, I thought it like it wasn't really like, what should I say? Like there were some big words. Like I wasn't sure like if they'd know like what they meant, like stuff like that. But I do not know if everyone, thought that.
Oh, actually, I think that's not a weakness because whenever you see a different word, it means that you are learning more words, isn't it?
Well, yeah. So would that be a strength then?
I'm not sure. Yeah, but you can add that for weakness for now. We can discuss later. Okay, but you can add. What more? I said you ladies can be harsh, no problem. We are here to learn as well. Okay. Because this part is also important for us because we can understand and aim for next semester in our weaknesses. So in that way, we can always improve our program and we can decrease the number of our weakness for next semester. So it's important for you guys to list everything that you found that was bad or something like that. Okay. No, Yasmin, do you have any weaknesses? No, Muna? Nothing more?
I don't really find any particular weaknesses. Just like in general, like right now, my experience has been incredible, and like uh, I don't think like how I think the way how we did weekly sessions. I don't think like I've had enough contact to distinguish some weaknesses. Like in just these weekly sessions, I really haven't seen anything like any weakness worth mentioning or something. So it's like been a really nice experience.
Okay, let's go next then. How about opportunities?
Opportunity.
To join a chat in Discord, if manage the lack of engagement of other members. Okay, you guys can please add to the list what Yasmin's message. Is it possible? Okay. Opportunities, if you guys are a little bit lost on how to bid. Usually for business, we call it opportunities. It's when and where you can improve. So for example, we find that we get a lot of students to participate, but we would like to have more. So our main opportunity would maybe have more schools to participate in our program, because usually most of them are individuals. So that's one opportunity to get schools to join us, for example. Okay, so maybe you can think on that way. Maybe opportunities, I don't know, have more interactions between the students, as Yasmin told about the weaknesses. So it can be actually an opportunity to maybe create more engagement activities and those kind of things. Okay, so opportunities can be very large range. So you can, I don't know, mention anything that you find that it could be good for X-Culture Academy. Okay.
I think like personally, as something I at least noticed in my country is that we tend to try to build clubs, but we don't really find like a specific goal to that club. So I think if X-Culture starts engaging with especially school clubs, like say like encourage schools to make a club related to business and economics and finance, and include the X-Culture program in that club, so that like the participants are all like integrated in the X-Culture program. I think that would be a great opportunity. At least even in a country, the program would be even like known on a larger scale. So like in schools, it would be like pretty known program, right? So like they can even like I think you can even like extend it to make it like a special branch, like specific club related to X-Culture, right? So like this club even prepares you for the program. It teaches you like the document, like the information you sent us in the documents and the modules. I think they can also be taught in business club in schools, and those business clubs will be like related or like sponsored by X Culture, and then participants go on to participate in X Culture program.
Okay,
So like it can be built on a club.
that's great.
I
So
think that's
you need to list that because it seems like you already have some sort of project that we might have. So you are already working on our next part, so it's good. So just to give you an overview, usually weakness and opportunities are, for me at least, are the best points of the SWOT analysis. So because it shows you where you need to work on. Okay, so usually when you start a project, you will align the weaknesses and the opportunities that your company has. Okay. Anything else? Oh, I think we have one more. Hello, Thomas. We are just ending the SWOT analysis, okay? But you can participate as well, okay? And for the threads, we have just one more minute to build the threads. What do you guys think? What are the threats that X Culture face? No threats. No. No. Is it clear for you guys what is threats here or not?
Would threats be like competition?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You can list that. Anything else? No. Okay, we can leave it as it is right now, so no worries. But usually for threats, with not only competition, but okay, no problem. I will answer your email later then. No problem, Thomas. Okay. For threats, you can also include maybe, I don't know, Forex, which is kind of hard, but for other companies can be climate changes, currency changes, exchanges currency, can be laws, new laws for the government, can be, let me see, not only better competitors, but also cheaper competitors, can be, let me see, regulations. I already said that. Regulations, what restrictions from different countries. Yeah, anything related to that might get clients from X Culture, and also, I don't know, can get all the clients that we already have. So something like that. Okay. Okay. Next, based on what we have been discussing here, what would like to, what top would you be, what would you select for your project here?
Can you repeat the question?
What improvements should be done in X Culture Academy? Why and how? Did you guys hear me?
I really can't like hear you really like well.
Oh,
The
sorry.
voice is kind of close.
What
Can you
in,
like make the questions? Maybe so that the people who can't like hear you well can at least read them.
okay, what improvements should be done in sculpture? Why and how? Just put in the chat. What improvements should be done in Xculture? Why and how? As we don't have too much time, you can just select one point that should be improved and explain why and how it would be done.
I guess like the same point I mentioned earlier, like on the weakness of the grammatical and spelling, like tiny mistakes here and there. I think those can like be just rechecked, like even with the like some like spelling applications to go over all of the text to make sure that no mistakes are there. Because I think even in general, like even when you're marketing the program on Facebook or on Instagram, and the person scrolling like spots a small mistake, like the mistake doesn't really mean that much to that person, just gives them like a tiny bit like of a less professional, so that those people start to skip over. That point is like improved upon. It might like make it even easier for people whose language is not whose native language is not English, especially for people who don't speak English that much. So the meaning comes across and people understand what the document.
Okay. Naomi, do you agree with Muna?
Yes, I do agree. It's almost the same thing what I was saying about like the words and like, you know. So I do agree with her.
Or would you put that improvement as the first improvement that should be done for Xculture?
Well, that is what's coming to mind right now. So yes, I would.
Okay. And maybe you guys can write it down why and how would be done.
Well, for the why, I think like I already explained, because even like for passers-by, it would give them like less professional outlook. But like for the how to fix them, I think like even like the word on Word or on like on many, I think many applications, even on Google or on Play Store, you can find apps that can check any grammatical mistakes. Just go over all the text, and like if they spot a mistake, they would suggest an alternative for it. Just I think even a double read can fix the mistake, because like they're not those big mistakes. They're just like small, like even like it's a matter of letters here and there, not like huge mistakes. So they can easily be fixed just by a double read.
Do you have any other suggestions, Naomi?
No, I think that's all for me.
Okay. So I think that's it, ladies. Just make sure to write down everything you discuss, okay? And we can do a mini presentation whenever we end. We have 3 minutes more, and the breakout room will end, okay? But basically, one suggestion here, okay? I know that's the first meeting that you guys are having, but remember that whenever you start the practical phase, I won't be there, okay? So someone would need to take this leadership and try to ask questions and try to engage everyone in the meeting as well. So make sure to have that in mind, okay? Because usually at the beginning of the program, people are very shy because I don't know, they are not very familiar with speaking English sometimes, or they are natural shy, or they, I don't know, can be anything, okay? So whenever you try to engage and don't be afraid to speak, okay? Probably not everyone, but most of the people who join Exposure are not, I forgot the word right now, but are not fluent in English, so they are also learning. So don't be afraid to make mistakes, say, I don't know, things that don't make sense, but just ask them if they are understanding, and that's all, okay? You guys will be able to discuss very important things and also to build a very, very good report in the end. And because you will be competing with university students, but don't be afraid, okay? Sometimes we have very, very good reports in academy that overpass university students. So I know you guys are capable of that as well. Okay. Is there any questions, problems so far?
Like problems related to like the program, or like things we're just wondering about the practical phase?
Yeah, for the practical phase for this session.
Well, I remember in the first module when I read through like the table for how long like the practical phase is supposed to take and what's gonna go on, like is going on during the practical phase. I'm not sure like if I understood it correctly, but I think every week there is a meeting that's supposed to happen, like Zoom or something. Like I don't understand that part. I don't know like if we're gonna just work on our own and then do like the weekly survey, or if there is another meeting like or event that's going to happen simultaneously.
We will have a weekly event as we had in the theoretical phase, but usually it's just for fun or cultural engagement, okay? For the meetings,
yes.
I will close the breakout room later. For the meetings, it's up for your group. So if you guys want to have weekly meetings, it's up to you. We really recommend you guys to have at least one meeting per week, so you guys can discuss the next step of the project and how you will work on that. Okay. I will close the session right now and we will go to the main room. Okay, see you in a second.
Thank you.
No problem. Hello, everyone had the time to finish? No? Is everything
It was
okay?
short, but there is content. There is content.
Yeah, it's supposed to be short. We have just 30 minutes, but my main idea here is just you guys to try to start to understand how to work in GVTs, right? Because it can has a lot of problems, such as I had this morning with my computer, and you have with yours and time zones and how people speak English. Sometimes it's kind of difficult to understand everyone. So it's just to start on how to learn, start how to interact with everyone, okay? I think we have time to, oh no, we won't have time to do the presentation, right? Can you guys, is it possible for you guys to do in 1 minute per thing? Just to present your main problem and explain how would you do. Is that possible? Okay. Maybe we can start with my team. So Mona and Naomi, can you talk a little bit what you discussed?
Okay, I'll start. I'll be the first to start. So we did a quick SWOT analysis, and like, of course, we started with the strengths. Everyone went through almost the same point about the communications in terms of material, email, meetings. So we said that the way the materials built up as we progress through the program is really helpful. So that the modules start simple, but they slowly build up on the amount of content that was really helpful. The communication is clear, and the way the emails are written is easy to understand. And the fact that we play small games in each meeting and the mood feels light, we all found that pretty helpful. In terms of weaknesses, Naomi, she agrees with me so much on this one. The grammatical and spelling mistakes here and there may confuse non-native speakers. So yeah, like in terms of strengths and weaknesses, these are the main points. I'll pass the word to Naomi to finish on.
Okay, so for the opportunities, we all agreed that creating more engagement activities would be good. There was also a discussion that upscaling the X-Culture Academy to different countries and engaging more people would be better. For the threats, we had competitions, other people like other businesses or companies doing the same thing as X-Culture. That may be a problem because others would they would like take away the other maybe students or whoever that's involved in X-Culture. There was also a threat that the losses in revenue would cause the X-Culture. That would be bad for X-Culture, and also the regulations. Some improvements that we talked about was that rereading training modules to find the small grammatical errors. This will help to have a more professional feel, and it will also give a good image to the X-Culture projects. Thank you.
You just forgot to explain why and how. Actually, for how would you do that?
Well, to find the small grammatical errors, it could it could simply be fixed by rereading the training modules, and maybe you could use an application. Yeah.
Anything to add, Mona? No, okay.
Almost like the same solutions. Yeah, that's what we agreed on earlier.
Okay, thank you very much. So next team, can you go, Luisa? For now, just try to, you don't need to mention the SWOT analysis. You can just present the improvement and explain why and how, okay?
I'm sorry, who?
Team Luisa.
Team Luisa. Oh, no, sorry, she's not. No.
No,
My
that's my and Emily's team, right?
Yeah.
That's right. Okay, so anybody in our team, does anybody want to go? Okay, if not, I will quickly recap what the students said. For improvements, we talked about a couple of different things, and it mainly was more like establishing the brand more. And I do have a message from somebody who can't speak, so I will read that, her input. So this is Emily Ruiz. And she said that X-Culture has qualified and recognized partners all over the world. However, they don't work on improving their marketing. Furthermore, like their number of participants might reduce if an economic crisis happens. And if parents don't get a good perception of the project, finally they have the, that can also lead to lower participants. And also we should market more to big schools. And we also talked about having video tutorials like on YouTube, so that the knowledge we have about cultural things can help establish like the brand as Xculture as trustworthy, to get more engagement, but also to pass on the knowledge for people just in short tutorials.
Okay.
So that's what we discussed.
Thank you very much. How about Team Beatrix?
Maybe Acadia can make a summary of your notes.
Yeah, I can. So for our solution, we thought that a weakness of Xculture was the lack of advertising, as a lot of other people have said. We thought that developing more advertising on social media, targeting the demographic of people in our generation, would help increase the people that participate in Xculture. And also, for a solution, we thought if we also did person-to-person advertising to help like people understand what Xculture is. That's like our solutions. Do you guys need anything else?
Actually, how would you do that?
How would we do which one?
The person to person.
I'm not exactly sure because it wasn't my idea, but I think it was like word of mouth. Like you talk to your friends about it, you talk to your family, and so it spreads through your community.
No, but,
and so then
but
where you
what I
live.
mean, how would you, I don't know, engage people to do that? Or
Maybe
just talk?
you all can tell us more about it, since this was her idea.
Cool.
Dua, do you want to unmute yourself?
Yes, please.
Yeah, because I also have a friend who is also doing this Xculture. You know, I recommended this to her, and when we encourage more word to mouth, that is gonna promote Xculture very much.
Okay, so it was more like organic thing, no, not everything that we have done for you to talk to your friend, right? Or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. But like encouraging people to talk to your friends and family members more about it.
Last team is, I miss who is the team. It's Malaika and Yossi, right? Hello. Malaika and Yossi. Can you guys hear me? Where is your
Yeah, it's audible, but I think they both are doing something else or a bit busy. I can explain. This is my part of team.
Okay, you can go then.
Yeah, sure. So basically, I have my team is composed of Lisa, myself, Mayank, Lady, and Laura. Okay, so we think the strength, one of the main strengths of Xculture is that it's past experience. Even though this market is a bit new, online teaching and online communication, but because Xculture has a vast experience, it helps as Xculture basically knows what to do, how to do, and by whom it is to be done. One of the main important strengths of Xculture is that quarantine had actually made people a bit more.
Sorry to interrupt. You can just go for the solution right away. Okay, we don't have much time to talk about this otherwise, unfortunately.
Okay. So I think one of the ways that Xculture can be improved is through campus recruitment in colleges as well as schools. So Xculture can conduct seminars and conduct activities and by going through colleges and basically virtual meetings in collaboration. So there could be more diversification, international diversification in schools and universities. And Xculture can specialize in Xculture by doing a full-on university level course on international business, which can create exclusivity for the organization and can help Xculture stand out and can in fact completely change the outlook of the organization as an exclusive organization with challenging courses. Basically, it can help make a bigger name for Xculture. Yeah, these are the main solution. So to quickly recap, campus recruitment in colleges as well as schools through virtual meetings, collaboration with schools and universities, so we can have international diversification and specialization in international business by going on with full university level courses for pre-college admission students. Yeah, that's all.
Okay, thank you very much, man. Thank you very much. All great ideas. We should all aim for everything that you guys mentioned. We will try to improve for next semester. It's kind of hard because we don't have too many people to work on that, but as with small steps, we can reach what you guys are suggesting. So thank you very much, everyone who participated today. Okay, just a brief recap of the week. Okay, if you there are a couple of students who miss it or fail a couple tests. Okay, you will have one last chance to submit it by tomorrow 11:59 p.m. Okay, so make sure to submit them that time. It's going to be your last time to do it. Okay, the practical phase will start on October 3rd, Monday, and then you guys will meet all your teammates. But first, make sure to make your payment fee. Okay, we will only include students who pass the theoretical phase and also pay the fee for the practical phase. Okay. Next weekend we will have the practical phase orientation. So it will be hosted by Dr. Vaz, and he will talk about the practical phase and how you will get into the teams and how you're going to start to work on the real project. Okay. Is there any questions? Is everything okay? No questions? Okay, then just make sure to join if you really want to participate in the practical phase, make sure to join us next weekend. Okay, it's very important for you. So that's it, guys. Thank you all the coaches who helped me today and thank you for all the students who participated. And I hope to see you next weekend.
Rafael, there is a question.
Okay. Maria, I think it's Monday, next Monday. Yes, 26. Okay, if you have any problems regarding that, we can postpone the deadline, but make sure to do the payment as soon as possible. We will only include students who paid in the practical phase. Otherwise, you won't be joining a team, unfortunately. Okay.
Can I ask if like how long can the deadline be postponed? Because like I can't exactly make the payment unless like in a specific time, in a specific like date. So like at least until like 28th of September. I don't know if the deadline extends to that day.
Yes, if it's still September, it's not a problem. Okay. After September, you will have a problem because we can accept, but we will join your team late. So you will have problems with that. Okay. As soon as possible. So if you can pay next week, it's the best option for you. Okay. Does it answer your question? Okay. So guys, that's it for today. Thank you very much and see you next weekend. Okay. Bye-bye.